Hello guys, and welcome to a very special update video for you guys. As you guys know, I've been keeping track of Rye slash Odette for you guys every other day since the last 5 days or so. But now we've come to the time where it's crunch time, and you know it's important to me and what I do to get this information out to you guys. You guys know that I've been here for you guys, when I can, for the last 2 years now, and I will continue to be here for you guys going forward. But some very rapid developments have happened today, and when I woke up this morning, I saw that Rye slash Odette was a typhoon. I think it was a Category 1 or a low end Category 2 typhoon when I woke up at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time today, or Standard Time, or however you want to put it, savings time, whatever. But when I woke up this morning, like I said, Cat 1 or Cat 2, and then it explosively intensified. Um, There's some of us weather people that like the tropical weather people that like to use EI, explosive intensification. It's not an official term like rapid intensification, but it's something that we kind of use to determine like a system that say intensifies more than 24 millibars in 24 or 12 hours. I believe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong here. So I've been watching Odette Rye all day long, and I'm blown away. I'm flabbergasted. Um, you know, I was not expecting this to blow up as it did, and to be honest with you, this still has another 6 to 8 hours before it hits any land areas, so it has time to intensify even farther than it is right now. So, with that being said, here we are. This is Super Typhoon Rai or Super Typhoon Odette. Depending on where you are. If you're living in the Philippines, then it's Odette. If in general, Westpac name is called Rai. So here it is. It's located at 9.7 north, 127.5 east. Maximum winds of 140 knots, people. 140 knots. That is 160 miles an hour for you guys that, use miles per hour over knots like I do most of the time. And the minimal essential pressure is 920 millibars. So this is deepened pretty rapidly throughout the day today. And we're going to take a look at, the long floater here in a moment. But as you can see here, um, this is just, there's no words to describe the amount of intensification that we've seen today. Like it literally just, you know, I've seen some pretty fast intensification storms, but this took it to another level, in my opinion. Um, at least in terms of going from Category 1 to Category 5. Uh, it's just I live for watching this stuff. It's just I just don't like it when it hits people. Um, it's humbling to see. I may not be in Odette, but I've been in my fair share of tropical systems, and I understand completely what the people in the Philippines are going through right now. You know, Even though I live for this, I don't want people to get hurt. That's why I do these videos, because I do not want people to get hurt. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the long floater here. And as you can see, it's crunching its way towards the Philippines right now. As you can see, there's some crazy outflow here. in some of these quadrants here, and then you see the darker colors here. This is really deep convection that is really pounding some of the eastern coast of the Philippine Islands right now. So you guys are in it. You guys are definitely in it. Um, but you're not all the way in it yet. You guys are probably getting tropical storm force winds right now. You guys are probably getting very heavy rains. Um, hell, you guys might even be getting some floods right now. Um, I want you guys to send me. This is what I want from you guys, and I want you guys to send me footage of your guys' experience with Rye/Odette, and I'm going to leave the email address down in the description below because I would love. Well, I wouldn't love, but what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I want to see what you guys are experiencing. I'll leave it at that. I want to see what you guys are experiencing, and I will feature them in a video here tomorrow or in the next couple of days. I want the world to see what you guys are going through right now. You know, so if you guys want to do that, I'll leave my email address down below. So, anyways, as you guys can see, you guys are definitely in it, and you can see this really small eye right here. That, my friends, is a pinhole eye right there. That is definitely less than 10 nautical miles wide. And this is gonna hit somewhere in the Philippine Islands. There's I hate to say it, but there's no getting around that anymore. Unless it suddenly stalls out of nowhere and then turns north and east, which I do not foresee happening at this point in time. So somebody in the Philippine Islands are going to experience 160-mile-per-hour winds with close to 195-mile-per-hour wind gusts. You potentially wind gusts of 200 miles an hour. Imagine that. Just imagine it. 200-mile-per-hour wind gust. That blows my mind. But this is the price to pay if we want to live, on the coast, or as some of us might call it, paradise. We gotta live through the trials and tribulations of what comes with living on coastal areas or paradise. But here we are. So what to expect going forward in time? Well, I'm gonna take a look at the rainfall totals on the GFS here shortly, but I want to talk about the other threats before we go on. You guys are definitely gonna get the winds. It's already starting. You're probably getting tropical storm force winds right now, and soon to hit the be typhoon force winds. You guys are going to get the flooding. Once again, I'll take a look at the rainfall totals here in just a moment. You guys are definitely going to get storm surge. Um, if if you couldn't leave the coast, if you couldn't evacuate, all I can tell you is hunker down. Hopefully, the storm surge doesn't get too high, or hopefully you got a second level you can go to. But you know, make sure you have make sure you had your houses boarded up. Hopefully, you guys have your houses boarded up because that is probably the number one or number two cause for most damage is not having your windows and house boarded up. So here's the deal. If you did not have your house boarded up, uh, anything that's not boarded down outside can be used as projectiles to penetrate the windows. And once the windows go, that's pretty much it for at least your roof, if not the whole house. So if one of those projectiles do go and shatter a window, that wind is going to funnel in, and that wind has nowhere else to go but up. So what that does is it tears the roof up, and that's where most of the house damage comes from, is being unprepared and not boarded up. Hopefully, storm surge can also carry a house away if it's tall enough and powerful enough. As I said, hopefully that's not the case. I'm not here to scare anybody. I'm here to give you the cold hard facts, because I've been tracking these things for nearly 20 years. Actually, going on 22 years, because I started in 1999. I want to give you guys the most accurate information that I can, and as you guys can hear from my voice, I'm dead serious. That I want you guys to be safe, and I want you guys to be able to watch my videos going forward, so that I can give you guys this information going forward for potential future storms that might hit the Philippines. I mean, I don't want it anymore to hit the Philippines, but as I said, that's the cost of living on islands and near coastlines. So, that's all I got to say about that. So now we're going to take a look at another threat that's going to be possible with Super Typhoon Rai, Super Typhoon Odette, which I'm going to call it, since it's going to be affecting the Philippines, I'm just going to call it Tropical or Super Typhoon Odette. The Rai, I'll use Rai for other things, but as for right now, this is Super Typhoon Odette. So with that being said, here is the next threat that is going to be accompanying this super typhoon, and that's going to be the rainfall. So we're going to go out through time, and as you can see, there's some yellows popping up here. So we're getting all the way up to 300, millimeters here. And as you can see, those yellows get pretty bright. So we might be looking at 400 millimeters of rain here. So 400 millimeters. Let's look that up real quick for you guys. 400 mill. Let's do that. 400 to inches. You're looking at about 10 to 15 inches of rain with Super Typhoon Odette. So not only will you be dealing with the wind, not only will you be dealing with the storm surge, but you're going to be dealing with the rainfall too, which will cause freshwater flooding as well, along with that storm surge. So you guys are going to have some really bad trouble here the next couple of days. Because, it doesn't, hell, you might have trouble going the next couple of weeks or a month, because you don't just, you don't get over a super typhoon category 5 overnight. You just don't. That's not how it works. So, there's definitely going to be some cleanup going on. I pray to God that there's nobody missing or dead by the time this is all said and done. That's what we all wish. I know that Mother Nature can be a cruel, ruthless entity. That's why I'm praying for you guys right now that everybody is safe when this is all said and done. So, with that being said, let's take a look at some footage here of Super Typhoon Odette as it makes its way through to the Philippines. I got about 4 videos lined up here, so we're going to take a look at this one right here. As you guys can see, that was only the start of it. That was in the very early morning hours of your guys' day. So I can only imagine what it's like right now. So here we are. We're going to take a look at the next video I have for you guys. So here's this video for you guys. And as you guys can see, that was General Luna area, and you guys could see the trees moving in unison there, and that's pretty creepy. So we got a few more here to take a look at. So let's take a look at this one right here. As you guys can see there, that is definitely rising the tides, because that definitely looks like it's pretty close to bumping its way up on land. And obviously, that's never a good thing when you're talking about tropical cyclones. And this is the last one here, Surigao City. And as you can see here, as you guys can see there, the winds and the rain were really whipping in Surigao City. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyways, you guys get my point here. Those Philippines, they're fearless. They're in there. They're still probably working in that, trying to earn a living, which I respect the hell out of. I really do. But I just hope that everybody stay safe and hunkers down at some point, because obviously when the typhoon force conditions come in, and especially when you get up to 4 and 5, Cat 4 and 5, you're not going to be able to go out there like that. In that, you're going to get blown away. But I don't care who you are. If you go out in Category 4 or Category 5 winds, like right in the middle of it, without any protection or walls, it's probably going to blow you off your feet. So that's the gist of that. So, the main things are here. I just want everybody to be safe. I want you guys to let me know on this side, after it's all said and done, I want you guys to come back to me and let me know that you guys are okay, because I care. So, with that being said, you know, just take care. I'll be praying for you guys, and that's all I can really say about it. Anyways, like I said before, I want you guys to show me some footage here of your experiences going through Super Typhoon Odette. I'm going to leave my email address down below so you guys can send me anything you guys can, and they'll be showcased in a video at a later date here in the next couple of days. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching, and may God be with all of you guys in the Philippines right now. I love you guys. See you guys on the next one.